Now we're gonna bring in the dinosaurs and I'll tell you what they eat and what kind they are. This right here is called an Allosaurus. They're meat eaters. So we'll take him in the front here, but he can stand right here. Okay. This is the Velociraptor. It also eats meat. Next up is the Ankylosaurus. I'll tell you some facts about this guy. This guy has armored plates, and it has spikes on the side. So you better not mess with these guys because they could spike you. And some of them even have a ball on their tail that they can whack you with. And also, this armor is sharp and hard. So if you bang on it, it's gonna hurt. And this guy's called an Ankylosaurus. He eats plants. Next up is, we have two of these. The farther we get, the more we have, you know. The more the merrier. This guy is super hard to say. Look at the little baby. But this guy is super hard to say. He eats plants and he's got a parasaurolophagus. 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 Now I'll tell you a fact about these guys. Whenever they get older, see this horn on their head right here? This right here? Well, that's how they communicate. I mean, they roar every now and then, but that's only if they're fighting. So, but how they communicate is they have this thing. So they blow and it goes to their head, and then they just hold it in, and then it goes all the way up, and there should be a little hole right here. And it goes, and it travels a long way, and it goes, and it echoes a lot too, most of the time. That's what that thing is. And see this guy has one, but it's just a little tiny one right here. You see that right there? It's just a little tiny one. That's what I said. Whenever they get older, they can do that noise. Next up, we have this guy right here. This guy, he eats meat, and he's called a baryonyx. So, yeah. So, I'll ask one of the workers to bring the velociraptor back in, because I have a little fact about him too. Bring the velociraptor in. So this guy, hang on, hold still. And then this guy, look at this right here. Back in the dinosaurs, whenever all of them were alive, all of them have claws like this. But these guys have claws like this. So that way, excuse me. So that way, they can scratch with their front claws and then their bottom claws, but then they can whoosh with these big sharp claws. They have them on both toes, this one and this one. That's what they sound like. Alright, now let's bring some more dinosaurs in. Come on over here, Contour. Okay, hang on. To let you know, some are plant eaters and some are meat eaters. And some are fish eaters. And also some eat meat and plants. So, a meat eater is called carnivore. Carnivore. And then a plant eater is called a herbivore. Herbivore. And then a dinosaur that eats meat and plants is called a pescatarian, I think. I think it's a pescatarian, maybe. And I don't know what it is whenever they eat fish. I forgot what that one was, but yeah, that's a good little hint too. Alright, moving back onto the dinosaurs. Okay, so now we got this big dude, which is actually smaller than one of the next dinosaur. So actually we're going to move him behind. So that way I could show you him after these guys. Okay, so we got 3 of these guys, and one of them are ours. We got this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. Little tiny guy. He's going to be hanging on to his foot. Okay, so these guys are T-Rexes. They're carnivores. They eat meat. And they roar real loud. And they're the biggest meat eater. They're the biggest carnivore meat eater that was on the planet. So these guys, we showed you the Carnotaurus, and he eats meat too. But even though this guy is a little taller than this guy, like the toy is a little taller than him, as you can see. Well, no. This guy is shorter than the T-Rex, so that's why, because you would think this guy is the biggest meat eater, but really these guys are the biggest meat eater, not this guy. So, yeah. But yeah, he's a meat eater, and he's called a Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus. Daddy calls him carnivorous, but because he eats meat, and it sounds like carnivores, so he calls him carnivorous, but it's really a Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus. Okay, move on. Okay. Now, anyways, Yeah, these are the T-Rex. They were the biggest meat eaters in the jungle. Like the earth back then, whenever they were alive. Just to let you know, they're extinct right now. I bet you already know that, but just want to tell you, they're extinct. Extinct means that they passed away. These guys are dead. All of these guys are dead. There's no more of them. We're never gonna see them again unless if someone tries to make one or something. But